Welcome to Belated Tech Gaming and our Sinking City walkthrough and travelogue. This is the 9th part of our gameplay. In part 8, Reed ran down his lead on the fish poisonings at Oakmont University's medical department. After picking up a side mission concerning missing books, Reed requested analysis of the bottle he found at the EOD warehouse. The staff agreed to do so, but only after clearing out the basement laboratory of wild beasts. After making the lab safe, we discover a connection between the bottle and a professor called Cavendish. Reed is about to search for Professor Cavendish and get more answers. Many thanks for choosing to watch our content. Let's continue.
Okay, back in action here. Alright, so let's check the casebook. I think we found everything we're going to find here at the university. So, in fact, let's check the map. The map says that we have found the key evidence, but not all the evidence. I don't know what the heck we missed. I think that's what I remember now. We were looking for. If you investigate this thing, this large wild beast, you get psychic damage. We looked at that.
Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded.
This button is live, but pressed it once already.
What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, and we took psychic damage from inspecting that. Unbelievable. But we finally did find everything, yeah. So, yeah. So that's the last thing we were looking for. So now we can head over to... Well, we're trying to find the two professors. So... you go... They didn't commit any crimes, so the police department wouldn't necessarily make a huge amount of sense. Police department, yeah. So really, maybe the archive at City Hall. So let's go over there. Yeah, there's no point in fast traveling. We'll just simply head over. Make sure we're headed in the right direction. Yeah, that's as good as any other. Assuming we don't carelessly run into a infested zone. Best strategy for infested zones is just run. I assume when we get heavier hardware, we'll be able to handle infested zone monsters, but at this point, it's just not worth it. You use up so much ammunition. And the ammunition is, well, that and supplies, hard to come by. Cop is freaking. See these platforms occasionally. Sometimes they have people preaching on them. Those platforms are scalable if you can get a... If the buildings are... If you can get in the building, you can get up on the platforms. Yeah, a lot of these buildings are just simply facades. They're not, interactable. Oh. We want to go this way. Well, I don't think that's an entrance. Yeah. There we go. See if she says anything different.
Oh, stop bothering me, newcomer.
No, I think not. Okay, so we'll just advance over here. Alright, we're looking for... choose evidence. Wait. Somewhere in admin. So this is where we want to... That's what we're looking for. Citizens, I guess. And, citizen records. And it says admin, so we'll pick that. Alright. Let's see here. Oakmont, Mass. Avon Central, St. Michael's Road between Carpenter Street and Constitution Street, flat 2. Okay. So we should... Yeah, it should be on the map now. So let's do that. St. Michael's. Central Advent, which we are already here. St. Michael's, between Carpenter Street and Constitution. So here somewhere. Alright, let's get out. Go past the super unhelpful lady. It's interesting, some of these fountains are running. Where is it? Yeah. This fountain's running. Some things are running, some things aren't. It's fascinating to see what the game designers decide to animate. And one thing, yeah, you can't buy paper, I've tried. Alright, so yeah, we're going in the right direction.
Come, find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
Yeah, I'd have to count the stars in these flags, but in 1920s, there were not 50 states. I'm trying to read here to see here. I count to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are definitely 5 rows. Yeah, it's again anachronistic.
Come, find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell this thing is. Let's go look. It's on the map. It's on the map for sure. This might be the church, maybe? Yeah, it's the back of the church. So it's not clear what the formation is. It's kind of strange. Who knows what that scaffolding is for? It's not immediately obvious. Anyway, we are proceeding to... Yeah, we kind of got off track here. Let's see. What's this one? A diner. Interesting. Yeah, some of the NPCs are repairing things. You see NPCs that are busily sweeping the streets. They seem to spawn randomly. the church clock chimes, which is interesting. Because, you know, because in gameplay, the day-light nighttime cycle is, you know, entirely shortened. Yeah, so we're over here somewhere. White door, hard to see. Yeah, this is it. He's looking over here in the water. Clear water. Interesting. This is one hell of an apartment.
The door won't budge.
Okay, so he's on the second flat. So I thought I'd just try the door. Baby carriage. It's interactable. If you want to take it, it's free. Interesting. That works. Anything over here? Just supplies. Considering what a dump a lot of the rest of the city is, it's actually pretty nice. Something significant here? It makes that noise whenever you're supposed to see something significant. I don't know what's significant over here, but... ticking sound, I don't know what that means.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD's in the center of all of it.
Okay. So the professor looks like he was the one who poisoned the fish. Oh, there's more stuff here.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD's in the center of all of it.
So, a lot of the new EOD members are victims. Especially Innsmouthers. Yep. Okay. This looks like the bookcase that was in the basement floor of that other building. We have a locked door here. The toilette, a little bit of reading material. Okay. Some loot, which we will take. Coil springs. What are we doing here on, oh good. Craft some more. I'm sure we'll need that. Oh, by the way, let's see if we have any skill points. Oh, we do. Nice, 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 nice. Alright. I'm pretty sure that I wanted to... I'd like to get more hit points here. That's definitely nice. Divine Palace stuff. I don't know how useful that is. Remain sane longer. I guess that has some value. Experience increase. I mean, that's a nice to have. Traps. I haven't found a use for. I'm sure it does have some uses, but like I said, I haven't found a use for it yet. The shotgun probably is valuable, but we don't have the shotgun yet. So I'm going to go for, yeah, bandolier for, looks like more shotgun shells can be carried. I'm going to go for the more first aid kit and antipsychotic, and then you have the grenade firebomb. It's probably going to come in handy versus bosses. I know I did use in an earlier episode against a large wild beast. It did require grenades to take the guy down. The firebombs I haven't found to really be useful yet. So we're going to use that there, and we should pick up some knowledge points soon that will give us another knowledge point we can. Just curious. Oh, it spawned while I was sitting there. It spawned again. That's nice. Take it.
And judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
Okay. Telephone there. For those of you who are not familiar with the old early 20th century telephones, that is indeed what they look like. The earpiece is what's hanging up on the receiver on the left, and you speak into the center of the phone right there, slightly to the right, and of course the dial is on the bottom. Old phones, you dialed it. Each number, they're analog, and they worked by altering the number of pulses that you sent over lines. That would give numbers. The really old phones, or if you had a party line, you just hit the receiver several times, and you would have to wait for the operator to pick up, and then they would connect your phone call manually. Okay.
Door won't budge.
Okay, well, there's always a solution for that. Of course.
I loved you. I always loved you.
He's burning some paper in the stove. Okay. Oh, this is his wife's things.
A lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here.
How's this guy doing? Now that I've never seen before. I have never seen an NPC randomly walk into one of these buildings. That is so interesting. Alright, so we obviously missed something because when we look at the map, it doesn't show as yellow or green, so we've obviously collect more stuff. So, yeah, missed something over here. Maybe the map. No? I know we picked up something there.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD's in the center of all of it.
Okay, that was important. I missed that somehow. Locals Innsmouthers. Oh, okay.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
Oh, she's not gonna say what?
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine!
Anna, is that the same woman at the fish market?
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Seems pretty straightforward.
George?
I don't care care what your damn EOD cult demands.
You will never understand our cause. My child is blessed by the sea. I'm leaving you, George.
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
Interesting. Uh-oh, what happened? Am I gonna pass out again?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Calm down. The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
You had to break 2 locks. Let's try this first.
No, Cavendish. Time for you to do some explaining. Care to tell me why you poisoned the fish at the EOD warehouse? And you better not lie to me. Oh, sorry. Is this making you angry? Yeah, 2 can play at that game, and believe me, I've got plenty of anger for the both of us.
How dare you?
I'm only going to ask politely once. Then my gun will do the talking.
Fine. Yes, it was me. But I had a good reason to do it. It all comes back to Anna.
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread their influence and recruit new members. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them. They kidnap ordinary folks, too.
And poisoning the fish would prevent this how?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor. A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and mistrust.
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Like, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and they're good at it. I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
What's Anna got to do with all this?
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
The EOD robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish. We were all short on food at the time, and then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good. I looked past it for some time, but then...
She became pregnant.
Yes. At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doomed take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
What did she mean, blessed by the sea?
What do you think is the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
That K-forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call deep ones. They take our women and they spoil them with their seed. Then they give birth to degenerate fish-faced offspring.
Where did you learn all of this? This information about the EOD?
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them. It is an old and powerful organization. They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Ah, perhaps not coincidentally.
Of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened right after they joined them.
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
You're a madman, Cavendish. You're willing to let innocent people suffer and die just to get revenge on your ex-wife. No, this madness has to stop. And I'm gonna put an end to it right now.
Oh, no. You don't understand.
So you all evidence collected after you kill Cavendish. Yeah, I wish there was an option not to have to kill Cavendish. There appears to be you could choose to sabotage the EOD, thereby killing people by poisoning fish, or you could not cooperate with Cavendish, and then he attacks you. I mean, they don't give you really much of an option in this. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, the Mind Palace thing is definitely confusing. It's I'm not sure if I agree the way this was done, but it's interesting. So George sabotaged the EOD. The EOD helps present a famine. Poison fish is spreading. Hmm. Okay, so you can undo it. That's interesting. I see. So if you don't pick the right one, then it won't advance you. So here, if you pick that, that's interesting. Oh, you get to not have an alternative. Oh, that's interesting. So these two have to match. So if he's a desperate saver, then she's a liar. But if she's a psychopath, then she has to be an honest benefactor. Okay. So I don't know what the implication of choosing that is. It's interesting. Can I go back to the Mind Palace and change that again? You can. That's interesting. Oh, it goes... Oh, that's interesting. So I don't know what the... So what happens if we do that? Well, I already shot and killed him, so I guess that's not going to do any good. So I guess we have no choice to do this one. Okay. That's bizarre. Alright, so let's do a little maintenance here. Yeah. Options. We're way short in gunpowder. Let's save our game. So I guess since we killed, let's see if this contains anything yet. Nope. Okay. I killed Cavendish, which means I guess I have to go back and see Anna. I don't know what the other option is. So Anna will be back over here. I could just simply, yeah, I could just be faster to drive there, which is what we'll do. Look at this! Look at this ship that's right here. My goodness, a big old barge. There's a wrecked ship right there. How am I doing here? Can I go that way? I really want to go to the fish market, so which is this way. So let's take a bang a left. You can dock there. Who knows what's in that thing? The risk reward of exploring, running into monsters, and basically burning up your supplies while doing so is just isn't really there. That's an infested area. I don't want to do that. Okay. I guess I'll just keep on going. Take the long way around. What is this thing? My goodness. Oh, it's just one of those rafts that just upended. Wrecked truck right in the middle. Yeah, I mean the settings are really nice. The backdrops are pretty exotic. Only complaint I would have is that the repetition. Now I know they did this to avoid overcomplicated game development, but yeah, that's again in the infested area. We don't want to do that. But it does, you know. I mean, there's repetition a little bit, you know, in every game in terms of the background and. Buildings can't go into that kind of thing. Some more than others, some less than others. See, here's one of these bridges you actually get onto. Yeah, we should be able to. Yeah. Fish market's right over here. Doesn't seem to be any penalty to run into debris in the water. Guess I'll find out the hard way. There is one. Oh wait, I got turned around. That was kind of boneheaded of me. Yeah, because I just passed that big whale that was chopped up. I was just talking about this overpass. Yeah, it's easy to get disoriented here, and there's no compass that is identifiable, at least I can see. Well, I don't have to go that far. Well, that's alright, let's go on the next corner. In fact, the game purposely makes getting around difficult. There are no street numbers, so buildings are unidentified. You can only identify buildings by the streets that they happen to be next to. That's about it. So it's kind of a weird way of, I don't know. The intent was to make the game a little harder by doing this. I just don't know.
Fresh fish. Just caught me. Find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
As much as you need. It won't cost you a penny.
Oh, there she is.
Fish? Fresh fish? Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny.
I found the poisoner and dealt with him. He won't be bothering you anymore.
See, bless you, Charlie. That's great news.
She's not going to be happy.
Well, see, now that's the interesting part. It was your ex-husband, George Cavendish.
Oh. Well, that son of a rotten shark finally got what was coming to him. Good riddance. Still, it's strange. I never thought he'd have the guts to do something like this. He was always a pushover.
You're taking this remarkably well for a woman who just found out her ex-husband was a poisoner.
He's nobody to me. The EOD is my family now. We serve a higher purpose than he could ever grasp. My life finally has meaning. You've done us both a huge favor by relieving him of the burden of his miserable existence. Well done, Charlie.
All right. No more messing around. Get me in touch with your Grand Poobah or whoever's in charge, now.
Easy there, Charlie. I'm a woman of my word. Go to the basement of the fish market. It's nearby. You'll find an innsmouther there by the name of Maurice. Tell him I've sent you. You'll get your answers.
About time.
Basement. 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 You know, this is going to be ugly. Don't reload yet. Goodness. I always get stuck on the reloading thing. And the guy saw me, and he just drew immediately. That's weird. This area is kind of a little suspicious. Oh, it's some sort of torture thing. That's not good. So these basements all have manacles attached to the walls. Doesn't exactly give you a warm fuzzy, does it? Oh, here's some loot. I'll take that. Oh, nice. 2 first aid kits. Very nice. Okay, this guy is supposed to be in the basement. Did I shoot the one I was not supposed to? That would be quite annoying. Some minor loot, but no notes, no messages. Oh, wait. Well, where did I pick this up? Kill him A. So Anna, okay. I didn't see myself pick it up. So apparently I was supposed to be done away with. Alright.
Hey, Mr. Reed.
Do I know you, buddy?
Not yet, but I know you. I also know you're looking for a particular lady. My name's Fred. You're looking for Professor Doe, ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
Nothing's for free in this city, is it? Figures. All right. Shoot.
You won't regret it. You've seen some of this city now, am I right? You've in England what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it, you've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week, talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
Okay.
All right, fine. I'll look into it. But your lead on the professor had better be worth it.
I know where they've got her. I can get you there. You just find me a way out fast, or I might be too dead to be any use to you.
Report of Mr. Throgmorton. Okay. So Anna's gone. That is interesting. So we killed the 3 men waiting for us in the basement, and she takes off. Interesting. Alright, so we'll just fast travel. We can find the Superman closet here that's nearby. Alright, so we're going back to Throgmorton's mansion. When did I discover that point? I don't remember. It's a hell of a lot more convenient than the other one, that's for sure. Even points you right at Throgmorton's manor. How convenient. This time there's some mourners. What? Well, that's so bizarre. There's a cake shaped in his son. That is really weird. Okay.
I know who is behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD, the den of those filthy Innsmouthers. I'll tear it to the ground.
Actually, most of the EOD members I met were locals. And for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You ought to examine your prejudices.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Robert, listen. Something needs to change. You holding a grudge against Innsmouthers ain't making anything better for anyone. Those who fan the flames of hatred always end up burnt in the end.
They killed my son, for Kay's sake!
I know. But what did you do to prevent it? You made yourself their enemy instead of helping them. What did you expect would happen? You chose to brand them newcomers and leave them to suffer just like you did with me. The only difference is that I'm useful to you. No wonder desperate Innsmouthers would seek refuge from a radical organization like the EOD. They had nowhere else to turn.
I shall think about what you've said.
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead. You have anything else to tell me?
Your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring her back. You say we are dealing with an entire organization? Well, I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn. Now leave. I've heard enough from you.
Okay, so we finally get the shotgun. Nice. Let's, okay, the casebook has been updated. Inventory. Oh, so, yeah, we had been picking up shotgun shells all along. So we start with 12. It does use more supplies, which makes sense. 2 knowledge points we picked up for that. That is awesome. So what we're going to do is I definitely wanted the additional grenade, and we don't have a battle rifle. Submachine gun. Yeah, that's interesting. What was the other one with the 3 more rounds? This seems more useful. So we'll do that. And as a result, fabricate. We can, oh, and we already had an initial kit, so it just simply populates. So we'll fabricate one of those. Oh, we'll get one more. One more, nice. And we don't have enough supplies for any of these, so we'll have to stack up on some crafting materials for shotgun shells.
All right, we're going to take a break here. Hope you're enjoying the series. Be sure to check out our other game walkthroughs on the channel. We'll see you guys on the other side.